And hi everyone. Okay, today we start with chapter 1, Introduction to Research. Okay, so what is the research and then why we need to do research? Okay, when you have a problem, so you need to find a solution for it. So how to find a solution? So we do a research. Research is a scientific process of investigating so that we can solve the problem. So how to do that? We identify the problem, okay, and then define the goals. We do a brainstorming, what we can do to solve the problem. Consequences, okay. Let's say kalau we choose this option, what will happen? If we choose this option B, what will happen? And then we make a decision where we choose the best alternative and then we implement it. And then we evaluating the solution. How effective is the solution? Does it solve the problem or not? Okay, so that is the reason why we do a research. And we also do a research to get the information. Okay, from the research we can get the information, and then based on the information then we can make a decision. Okay, kalau tak buat research macam mana kita nak buat decision? Okay, we cannot use our intuitive. Maksudnya rasa-rasa agak-agak to make a decision. So we must have a strong information, strong evidence to make a decision. That is the purpose of research. So this is the definition of research. Okay, it's an organized, systematic, database, critical, objective, scientific inquiry or investigation into a specific problem. Okay, so kita kena identify apa problem kita and then undertaken with the purpose of finding solution to problem. Okay, so that we can solve the problem according to the solutions. Research can be categorized into two, okay, basic and applied. Basic is a pure or fundamental research. Okay, maksudnya tak pernah lagi ada orang lain buat. So we run a basic research. It will add to body of knowledge. So kalau kata orang lain nak guna you punya research, so this is a basic research and eventually be used. Jarang-jarang orang akan pakai lah, okay, because you are doing this research for body of knowledge. The second category is applied research. Applied research is used to solve current problem. Okay, for example, let's say kita kata staff are not motivated. Okay, so we collect data, we apply the existing method to solve the current problem. Okay, and then it need immediate action. So when we want to apply the technique, so it must be in immediate action because the problem need to be solved immediately. And then how do you locate a researcher? Okay, you can be an academician, okay, and you can also be a research officer, okay, where you can work at the institute. For example, Institute for Medical Research. Kalau academician, you boleh jadi lecturer lah, macam saya. Okay, researcher can be categorized also into two, internal and external. Internal biasanya macam contoh pegawai penyelidik, research officer at research institute. Okay, contohnya kalau you pergi dekat MPOB, okay, MPOB dia memang ada research officer dia sendiri. Kalau you pergi institut perubatan tu memang ada dia punya research officer dia sendiri. Okay, they are readily accepted, readily available at no extra cost. Maksudnya pegawai penyelidik tu memang ada dekat situ, memang dia dapat gaji tiap-tiap bulan. Okay, may not be perceived as experts by the organisation sebab dia punya research dia memang research yang sama. Okay, they do a routine and they are stereotype. That is internal researcher. On the other hand, external researcher more knowledgeable on current problem solving techniques. Kadang-kadang kita panggil dia sebagai consultant lah. Okay, they are more knowledgeable. Okay, they have wide range of experience. Okay, kalau suruh minta dia tolong buat sistem contohnya, dia boleh buat. Suruh dia buat data analytic, dia boleh buat. Okay, tapi kita kena bayar dia lah. That is the reason why the external researcher are costly. Okay, so when we do research, okay, these are things, okay, or ethics that we need to consider. Okay, the first one is the maintenance of privacy. Very important. Bila kita nak buat research, identity of the respondents are confidential. Okay, make it secret. Okay, tak boleh nak cerita dekat orang lain. Okay, and then actually kalau you cerita pada orang lain, identity of the respondent tu bocor, okay, you boleh dikenakan tindakan. Okay, so you must be very careful, okay, with this ethics, okay, the confidential, okay, of the respondent. Confidentiality, okay, confidentiality ni maksudnya information, okay, that you get from the respondent will only be used for the sole purpose of the research. Okay, so it's confidential. So you tak boleh nak disseminate all the information for other purpose. And then coercion. Okay, you cannot force the respondent to participate in your research. Okay, you tak boleh kata, okay, you kena join juga this research. Okay, kalau you tak join this research, you kena potong gaji. Okay, ataupun saya akan report polis. Okay, you cannot force the respondent to join your research. Kalau dia kata dia tak nak, kalau dia kata dia tak berminat, okay, you tak boleh nak paksa dia. Okay. The next one is informed consent. Informed consent, willing to participate in the study. So, bila kita nak suruh kita punya respondent untuk join kita punya research, kita kena minta permission daripada dia. Okay. Dia memang secara sukarela untuk terlibat dalam kita punya research. So, we must have informed consent from the participant. Okay. Tapi kalau kita punya participant, okay, kanak-kanak ataupun orang tua, okay, so we must get informed consent from the guardian. Okay. Kalau kita punya respondent kanak-kanak, actually kita tak boleh nak paksa dia. Okay. So we must get informed consent from the guardian. Macam orang tua ataupun orang yang sakit, dia terbaring dekat dalam hospital tu. Okay. So ataupun dia ada masalah ataupun ada penyakit contohnya. Okay, so we need the informed consent from the guardian. And then debriefing. Okay, so sebelum kita buat research, okay, kita punya respondent sepatutnya tahu, okay, apa yang kita buat. Okay, and then they are supposed to know immediately after the experiment what crucial information the subject should not know during the experiment. Okay. And then sharing benefits. Okay. Treatment that benefits the experimental group should be extended to the control group. Okay. Kalau kita tahu, contohlah, okay, kita bagi ubat kan, okay, untuk satu kumpulan penyakit, satu kumpulan pesakit. And then ubat tu berkesan, okay, and then kita nak compare dengan satu kumpulan pesakit yang memang tak ada bagi apa-apa ubat. Okay, so kita kena share dia punya benefits lah. Jangan kita bagi pada yang experimental group saja. Okay, for the control group also we need to consider. Okay, sharing result. This is very important in research. When we do research, okay, we need to share the benefits, okay, of our research. How does our research contribute to the nation? Okay, kalau tak to nation, how does our research contribute to the society? Okay, so kena sharing the results. Jangan buat research short sendiri je. Kita simpan dia dalam buku, publish, tapi kita tak bagi tahu apa findings kita. Okay, so it will be unethical. Especially kita dah ambil maklumat daripada orang kan. Okay, so we need to share the results. Share result tak sama dengan maintaining privacy tu. Maintaining privacy tu dia punya detail of the respondent. Results ni dia punya hasil kajian tu. Okay, so that is different thing. Protection from harm, this also important. Okay, protect subject from any physical or psychological distress. Okay, physical ni jarang lah. Physical ni kalau melibatkan haiwan ke, okay. Maksudnya kalau kata kita nak testing on animal, okay, kita nak test dia sakit ke tak, okay. Ataupun not animal lah, let's say kepada kanak-kanak, sakit ke tak kalau cucuk jarum, okay. So you must protect the respondent from harm. You cannot do that, okay. Ataupun you tanya soalan yang melibatkan dia punya psikologi, okay. Dia jadi stress pula you punya soalan, okay. And then you keep asking the question and then it leads to the mental distraction, okay, to the respondent. So you must be very careful, okay, when you collect the data from the respondent. Okay, so I guess that's all for chapter 1. Thank you.